Welcome to my channel. I want to talk about an update on the Colorado football transfer portal. But before I do that, I have to thank every single person that comes to my channel. I thank those that watch my videos, that like them, that comment on them, and that share them. And I especially am thankful for those of you who have subscribed to my channel. I really do appreciate it. The Colorado football team, run by Deion Sanders, has been making some progress in the transfer portal. In fact, it's not going to show it now. Okay. Colorado is ranked number 1 in the 2024 transfer portal. I'm going to show you why. They just got commitments from two brothers. I don't know if they're brothers or twins. I know they're brothers, but I don't know if they're twins. Destin Wade from Kentucky, who's a quarterback, and he's 6'3", 207 pounds, so that's pretty good size for a quarterback like that. And then Keaton Wade, his brother, who's an edge rusher, and he's 6'5", 250. That's pretty good size for an edge rusher. Destin is ranked as a 3-star by 24/7, but a 4-star by On3. I don't know that those rankings mean much. Performance is what really matters. But both of these guys have just committed from the University of Kentucky to Colorado. So that's an additional backup quarterback and a new edge rusher to go with what they already have. Oh, don't go away on me. They also got a commitment from Will Shepard, who's a wide receiver out of Villanova. He's 6'2", 198 pounds, so pretty good size for a receiver. He is a 4-star for sure. He ranks 90.54 on 24/7 and 84.2 on On3. I don't know how these guys do their rankings. I don't know that their rankings matter that much, but what the heck. They got another one, Matthew Bedford, who's coming from the University of Indiana. Matthew's an offensive lineman, and he is 6'5", 307 pounds. I saw an interview with him on Life is Football last night, and he seems like a guy who's really eager to make a mark. He says he wants to play 1 year and then go to the league, so we'll see. He's fairly highly ranked. They got a guy named Shimon Matoyer, who is a tight end, and he's 6'5", 220. So, and he's coming from Cincinnati, and he should be an excellent addition. He's another 4-star, and they definitely needed some bigger sized tight ends with experience, and this guy has a whole year of starting under his belt, so he should be a good addition. And then they got a guy named Khalil Benson. Khalil is 6'6", 332, so a big guy. He's an offensive tackle coming from Indiana. Is that right? Let me see this now. Okay, why can't I get the page to move? Okay, come on. My computer is obviously acting funny today. Matthew Bedford is from Indiana. So we got 2 linemen from Indiana. That can't be good news for Indiana. We got a guy named Justin Mayers, who's an interior offensive lineman, a guard. I suppose he could play center. He's 6'4", 280. That's, in my opinion, a little bit small for a lineman, but I suppose interior linemen can be smaller. And then they got a guy named Terrell Timmons Jr. He's 6'1", 170. He's a wide receiver. From North Carolina State, for crying out loud. And he's highly touted as well. So overall, they now have 3 4-stars and 5 3-stars from their transfer portal, and a total of 10 commits. I expect to see them picking up on the defensive side of the ball, getting defensive linemen, edge rushers, and probably linebackers, maybe even some cornerbacks in the coming days. But this will be the second year in a row that Prime has been, his team has been ranked number 1 in the portal. That's pretty impressive performance in my opinion. And of course, if you've paid any attention at all to what he's been talking about, he's focusing on the transfer portal to get experienced players in that have starting experience so that they can be slotted right in and be productive from the very beginning. And then when it comes to the high school recruits, he's trying to go for the very best. And 2 years ago, he got the number 1 recruit in the nation. Last year, he got the number 1 recruit in the nation. This year, he got the number 1 offensive line recruit in the nation. So I would say that despite all of the negativity and the constant harping on how bad he is and how he can't do this and he can't do that and he can't do the other thing, I think Prime's done a pretty impressive job so far. It remains to be seen what kind of product they'll put on the field, but I suspect next year they will definitely go to a bowl game. And I know Prime's goal is to get into the 12-team playoff. We'll have to see how they play before we can say whether that's a possibility. But I think they'll have a good season this year, much better than. At least double, I would say. At least double. They'll probably go 8-4, maybe 10-2, maybe even better than that. Who knows? It's hard to say with Prime. He definitely outperforms what people think he's going to do. As always, I pray that God will make you abundant, that He'll give you a long life and good health, and that He will keep you safe from harm. I pray that He'll do the same for every single person that you love. And I pray that you will be anxious for nothing, but in all things through prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, you will let your requests be made known to God. And the peace that passes all understanding will keep your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. This is the Vietnam Era Vet, out.